Welcome everyone to my new video presentation on THORChain price prediction for December, aiming for discovering the most important thing as usually, and I wish you have a great day. So before we get started, make sure to like the video if you enjoy this content and subscribe to the YouTube channel as you're watching this. Now, what's happening on the right side of the THORChain by the movements we can see, it is amongst the biggest gainers for once again. It is pretty much dominating with the current rally, even though it's not in the top three. We do have a great outcome at the end of the day for the past, let's say, a month and a half, which is around 50 days, 45 days of price action. THORChain has been outclassing the majority of the altcoins that are serious about this business, which is an amazing sign towards the major bull market rally that we'll discuss. So, what's happening in the meantime? For those of you that are looking for education, believe it's important, and you would like to be part of the one-on-one coaching with me for becoming a trader, whether we talk about part-time or full-time, make sure to check out my page on the topic, as well the done-for-you trading that you can join my trades, no prior fee, only commission from the profits made. You pay the commission every 7 days, and we're trading through API trading permission. We have our ChatGPT bot helping us. By the way, there is the ability for you to schedule up a free conversation with me on Calendly on the topics. So let's see what's happening with Rune. Now, we have the XABCD pattern out there with the 1.3 segments on between X and D letter, pointing exactly, and this has been a major sign, towards 1.272 extension. That extension right there is meaning a lot, because after the breakouts, if you stop at that extension and you continuously have fuel to push, basically, we're going to talk about the upcoming numbers very soon, such as the 1.618 that sits on the table as the main and priority target for the current movement, along the way with an extra extension towards the 2 representation of 8.8 up to $9 with, you can always, if you have a resistance appearing right below the round numbers, such as $9, and let's say that 8.8 represents a major level, then you can expect basically the markets to easily, and most of the time necessarily, get into the round number, slightly break out of it, like 0.5% or 0.30%, right? Not even 1%. Sometimes, of course, for the most volatile cryptocurrencies, such as the altcoins, it's basically a movement that represents 1.5, 1.8%, much bigger than what it used to be around BTC due to volatility index being a little higher. Market just pokes above and then comes back. Basically, this could be a very difficult resistance to deal with. 8.8, $9, 9.1, where the targets could be set based on the current market structure. Now, of course, percentage-wise from here, this is no longer a joke. If there's another 25% for a cryptocurrency, that did a couple of hundreds of percentages so far. So we're actually talking about Rune that was down at 1.7 and now it's at 7.13. We're actually talking about Rune that was a couple of days ago down at $4.8. It was at $5. I was making videos about it back and forth and presenting you the values and the capabilities of Rune as the ability to continue higher. So we're talking about the meaningful and important levels. Now, this is where we are at the moment with the chart. As per December 2023, targets should be between the 1.618, which is something I would not underestimate, guys. Even though it's still weakened, we don't have the traditional markets playing around. We don't have the institutional trading running back and forth, which could represent some troubles for the cryptocurrency, which is why during this weekend, we enjoy taking some profits out and handling the process correctly. Therefore, be careful around those levels and do not expect more than you should, especially by being fueled by the emotion and the instinctual side of greed. This is not going to make you money on the long run. For sure, it will make sure you are going to lose money by acting accordingly. We are going to take this out. The pattern is going to be taken out. Things have played out perfectly. But at the same time, the simple pattern of support and resistance of trends have represented a beautiful breakout on the triangle. The triangle broke above the golden pocket and then reconfirmed support on that. When that reconfirmation of support appeared, This was an amazing opportunity out there to trade basically up to the top 11% right there on the table, and then the markets have continued for a 21%. So this is again something that I'm usually considering extreme minority in terms of possibilities, how the market is delivering exactly what it says. This is extreme minority, guys, in terms of so accurately and so for a long period of time. That's another thing to consider. That usually the markets have the other side than what you see here and what just I said, where they show something, they present you a technical language, and they have the ability to act in opposition with that. So it's very interesting that there are signs basically to discover that the market will not follow what it predicts, or the markets are having the ability to follow. That's right, there's ways to protect against such, or there's ways to maximize those, such as in case scenario of Rune. One very important thing is that the so-called higher high moving average line, the higher high moving average line is the number 20 days. It's the red line that we have. As soon as you get confirmation by this line back and forth, it's clear that you break the highs and you continue. So on the daily chart, not on the hourly, we have another confirmation that we did for the 20 days moving average, which is another great sign. Now, we didn't even play around the 100 or 200 days. I mean, 20 days is the red one, 50 days orange, light blue is the 100 days, and then the blue right there, the last one, is the 200 days moving average. Numbers are sitting quite well for us in terms of the way the moving averages are portrayed right now. They do have a healthy behavior. We also have to consider that any movement towards the upside needs to be supported and held by a very, very strong selling pressure at these levels. A lot of the people think that THORChain RUNE is having a clear direction towards $25 and $30 in this market rally, which is something I would never ever deny or exclude as a possible version with an extreme minority chance. Why is that so? Well, because the market's got to retrace and the market's got to fill up an accumulation stage after this procedure, take out the ones that are heavily longed, and then continue. Which means that it doesn't have to go back to the $2 mark, but it has to range for a while. And these things can easily last months. So before we talk about 25, 30, 40 bucks, which also you need BTC to be around $50,000 or slightly above, that is very near to the all-time high. If we get so close to the all-time high so quickly for the Bitcoin, then 2024 will be the year we start breaking out of the all-time high for the crypto market. This is going to be specifically for BTC, if that happens, right? So if we are reserved for December, January, and February to break out and get to the 50 grand right there for the BTC, which is not going to be an easy task, folks, then think about that 2024 will be the year where the breakout is going to happen of the all-time high. And if that happens, you know what's going on with the altcoins. This is the one thing I'm telling you. You know what's happening with the market. Everyone is going to speak about a crypto space. Once again, everyone is going to make money with cryptos again. People will start trading with leverage. People will start, running around for education during the heaviest times when things are very busy and the whole schedule is totally filled up. So make sure to, for those of you that enjoy trading, you would like to maximize this and see it as a great opportunity for your financial freedom, then you need a proper education on the topic, especially if you would like to trade on leverage for the futures market, which is obviously something you can definitely do from anywhere in the world. Now, make sure to look after the educational program if you think this is basically a great option. We have a one-on-one coaching directly with me where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to trade to become a professional trader. Between 4 to 6 weeks, intensively, we're working together on live conversations, like I said, taking you through the whole process. As well, for those of you that in the meantime could run, maybe you have a job, a business or so, but you can apply for the Done For You trading program, no prior fee, only commission from the profits made, and the commissions are paid by you every 7 days. We have our ChatGPT bot that helps us trade, and we are using an API trading permission. So that's pretty much all on the topic, folks. Have a good time. Looking forward to it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel hit the like video and ask me any sort of questions right there.